Let's do a quick weather check. Woohoo! Ah, that crisp air. Well, there's Blueberry. She's always ready for an adventure. All right, here we go. Jubilee State Park. Go find a good spot to hit up one of the trailheads. I haven't done a ton of hiking in this park, so I'm not sure how many miles I'm going to do today. Maybe somewhere between 8 and 10. There are no reservable backcountry campsites here, so I'm just going to take off down one of the trails. I'm not even sure what trail I'm going to go on yet. And I'll find somewhere off trail to set up camp where I'm not going to bother anyone if they happen to come out here. Alright, so here we are. We just got to find the trailhead here. Hoo-yah! I think these might be coyote tracks. Would you look at that? Got some raccoon tracks. I'm just going to pass it through the straps here on the back of the pack. I'm going to need this jacket once I get to camp, but right now I'm sweating up a storm, so I've got this vest vented. Gonna pop a button up top, loosen my hat. All right, we're ready to go. Nice thing about this hat here is that if you see at the top, there's a little toggle, and you can actually cinch these little earpieces back for when you start to sweat. Just kind of rest it on the top of your head to hold your heat in, and really makes a big difference. Couple more miles and I'll probably make camp. It's a beautiful day for a hike. Got a little bit of snow melt, so it's making it a little slippery. You get that thin layer of water underneath the snow, so every once in a while you step on a log or something, you kind of go for a ride. But absolutely beautiful. Oh man, wish I would have brought my trekking poles. See, the reason I didn't bring my trekking poles was because I figured I had to mess around with the tripod and stuff so much that last thing I wanted was trekking poles to try to carve my way out through the snow. Then I got the trekking pole, and then I've got the selfie stick, and then I've got the tripod. Whew, too much equipment. My goodness. It's a lot of work bringing you guys out here. I've seen a lot of animal tracks. I have not yet seen any animals. I've seen tracks from deer, coyotes, raccoons, and of course squirrels. But no animal sightings yet. Alright, so the hike so far has been going really good. I'm feeling awesome. I'm going to go for about maybe 2 more miles, and then I'm going to set up and make camp. I've got maybe 2 hours of daylight left or so, so I want to get my tent pitched and everything before it gets dark, because that's always a pain in the butt to do. Yep, I think this is where I'm gonna make camp. Got quite a bit of dead wood over here that I can gather to use and make a fire really easily. And I like this area because it's nice and wind protected, but I'm still kind of on top of a hill on this side where I got a nice view looking outward from my camp. So I get a little bit of that protection from the wind, but I also get quite a view from my campsite. I think I'll start by stomping the area down so I can set up my tent. There's not very much snow, so I honestly didn't even bring a shovel. There we go. Now I can get to my stuff. Alright, let's get her started. There we go, that little space worked out great. I don't know what's more work, hiking in here or cutting all the wood for campfire once you get here. Still have a little bit more wood to process, so I'll do that next. And I'll get the fire going here in a few minutes, but I don't want to have to go out and get more wood once I get the fire going, because it's going to be difficult to get it going. It's really, really wet. I'm just going to make some wood chips, try to get that dry stuff that's on the inside of it, so I can everything's just darn tootin' wet. Just keep putting more little sticks on top. Alright, gonna gather some water. It always looks like you have a lot when you're dealing with snow, but by the time it melts, it turns into substantially less water. There's a lot of air in there. So we'll put this on to boil. This. A fire is doing really well. Got my meal ready. Got my cocoa. It's gonna be good. This is the experience. You know, this is the part of being with nature that I enjoy. It's the challenge of nature that I enjoy. I like getting out on the weekend. I like backpacking. But my primary thing when I'm backpacking is I like to travel a decent distance and then set up camp, and I really like to kind of fart around at camp. I'm not one of these big, huge mile people. I'm not going to do 25 miles a day. I'm not looking to do 300 miles a week like some of these section hikers. I'm never going to be a section hiker. I'm never going to be a through hiker. I have to go back to work on Monday, just like the whole rest of the world. So I just do these little weekend trips to have a good time and be out with nature and kind of reset. That's the purpose of this. Oh, almost one little icicle left. This bad boy will start boiling here in a few minutes. Now, one of the things when you decide you're going to boil your water this way, you really have to watch it, because the sticks underneath the pot can shift. The next thing you know, bloosh, there goes your whole pot of nearly boiled water into the fire, and then it puts your fire out. So you have to be really careful once it starts to burn down low, like it is right now, that the whole thing doesn't get upset and that you lose your dinner. I think, oh yeah, we're boiling. Let's just boil that for a couple minutes, just because it's snow, just to make sure. Ooh yeah, baby. That seems good enough. And enough. Put it back on the fire for a second. For a cup of hot cocoa too. That's awesome. Look at that. Mix that up. We'll seal it. Now we're getting the cocoa on the scene. Good old Swiss Miss. No, you can count on her. Bam, perfect. Snow cocoa. I'm gonna use this end. I don't really want cheese from the lasagna floating around in it. Alright. Wash the stickies off. Alright. Well, it's almost time for bed. It's time for some hot cocoa and some well-deserved lasagna. The lasagna that has been kissed by snow. Mm-hmm. I think that snow makes the lasagna taste better. That is really top notch. Let me show you how I clean out my cups. Just put some snow in there. Pull it out. The snow gets all the grime out of the bottom of the cup. Clean as a whistle! Well, it's time to turn in for the night. If you guys are wanting to know the equipment that I brought with me on this overnight trip, go ahead, click on the video. That's going to take you through the whole selection process and let you know every piece of gear, item by item, that I brought on this trip. Until next time, folks, we'll see you on the trail.